Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Derrick Henry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And the Browns first down.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Nick Kwiatkowski there on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw it. And that will be incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bears take over.
20-yard line.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They run with Breida. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all.
Here's Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Dion.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
In the end zone.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Bring it! And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Nice play, man.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, here's Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Going deep for Hopkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Devin White.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Henry. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they try the right side here. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the...
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Jackson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The This is Mostert. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mostert. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up for the offense. Certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. This is Henry. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Mayfield on play action. On the move to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
shotgun. It's Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Check 43. Check 52.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On second and 11 now. Mayfield. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Darren Lee. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Third and long.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. At the 23, it's second and 12. Now he's forced out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. 20! And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll run with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Going for Metcalf on the deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. DK Metcalf, 76 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They begin with Henry. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. After the penalty, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll look to run with Edwards. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. From the 4 now, third and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Gus Edwards, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. On for the point after, Corey Vedvik. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Browns 21, Bears 18.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll run on first down. Henry. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll run it again with Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Today. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 35 yards that time on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a run with Edwards. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top. Off
the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 24, Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
They didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
But it brings up 4th.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Cleveland. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. This is Edwards. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Second and 9 now from the 21. Here's Jackson to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Raheem Mostert His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Bears 28, Browns 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Again, it's Henry. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry, and he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Call it a gain of 5, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders, and we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. He got it. He missed his lone attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Cleveland, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll head back home next week to take